What's up, everybody, man? I'm excited about this Ground Zero Summit. If y'all don't have y'all tickets yet, make sure that you get your tickets. All right, I'm gonna post it in this caption, man. All right, Ground Zero Summit, man. 28 amazing speakers, including myself. Make sure you get your tickets, man. It's gonna be the best thing you could do this week coming up, May 1st through 3rd. It's a 3-day event. It's gonna be phenomenal, man. We got some of the best speaking on this. Some of your favorites you probably follow, man. So make sure y'all go ahead and do what y'all gotta do and invest in yourself. Do not procrastinate. Let's get this thing going. The Ground Zero Summit, powered by the Power Circle.
Out of curiosity, I definitely was like, let me see what Spectacular talking about. I know you've been doing your thing, going to Millennium Tour until it got canceled. But beyond that, being a businessman that you are, I've been like secretly following you for that reason alone.
Why you gotta be secretly though?
Because, like, come on. I mean, I don't know. I got my own reasons.
All right. So how can I help you? Tell me about your business.
So my business is a video production, videography, and marketing business. And of course, because all events were kind of shut down, it's kind of like, I don't know what to do other than offer my editing services, let alone, I don't know what resources are out here for me to kind of, fall on to because of no gigs. Like, I'm literally just out here roughing it. As you can tell, all of that, like, I'm roughing it. But yeah.
So what is your question for me?
My question for you is, if I don't have resources saved up and funds are limited because of, small businesses not having the loans that were supposed to be allocated to them, what is a different way that I can stream incomes? Like, you do your social media building and bridging. What do I need to do in the meantime as a videographer, as an editor, as marketing? Like, I just don't know where I could turn at this point to get revenue. What do you suggest, or what would you do in a situation like this? Like, to really start up. Like, I just started, like, I got my business incorporated in October. Business was coming in January, February. It was about to take off in March, and then it was like, boom. So
what are you doing? What are you currently doing? What was you currently doing? Not currently, because it ain't current. What was you doing before to get leads?
I would do videography needs for small businesses. Like, so I would film the commercials, or if they had like a small testimonial that I could set up and do, I would do that. That's basically it. Like, when I say new business, I mean like new business.
So what if you did this? What if you had a special where everybody can book you now for later?
So when everything opens back up, I'm already like just...
Exactly. And you're giving them a discount. So you like, that's the incentive.
Okay. Yeah.
I have another suggestion.
What's that?
Sorry, this is
why you all in my
life?
life?
I need the help. I need all of the help.
I'm always jumping in. I can't get on camera because I look a hot mess and I'm making bacon.
Oh my God!
Turkey bacon.
Get the bacon.
I have another suggestion. I would narrow down on your core demographic. Who are the people that usually book you? Right? Is it for products? Is it for models? Is it for families, babies? And I would target on Instagram or Facebook those people that, like, let's say for instance, newborns. Let's say you photograph newborns. I would target people that expecting moms. Go just research expecting moms and new moms and baby photos and hashtags pregnancy, and just start letting them know you're available and you got a discounted rate for whenever you're ready, and just target them and just try to get that like Spec said, that pre-income business. Right. And for your local community, like for business right now, like if you actually really want to work, I would just let them know ahead of time that you sound
like a voice from God.
Sorry.
Get in. Like, come on. You don't look bad. I'm gonna put a camera on you if you don't come on, because you look good.
Show bacon, but you can't show your bacon.
Put the bacon in and jump on camera. Just put the bacon. Put the
I
bacon
would
in the pan.
stop. I
Oh
want
my
to.
God.
Stop arguing with look.
I'm not
The
arguing.
lady is trying to get some information.
Why are you arguing with me?
Shh.
It's okay. I'm with it though. I'm here for all of this.
I would stop. See, I would research.
You don't look bad.
I would research hashtags like newborns. Like this is just an example. Like if you like to photograph newborns, newborns, expecting mom hashtags, pregnancy, 39th month. Like all of those hashtags will get you.
Hold up. Wait a minute. I should have had a pen and pad ready.
Yes, you should have. Everyone on this live should have a pen and a pad and take notes.
All right. Got me getting hot flashes. Damn, I wasn't ready. I was sitting here sipping on some wine. But I'm with it. Newborn.
What's up, Albert? I see you, bro.
And then reach out to them and be like, hey, and you know, the first thing that you want to say to them when you have some amazing photos and you know, I would love to photograph you. And you know, let them know that, let them know that what measures are you taking with the coronavirus? This is what I'm doing to stay safe and healthy. And then just be like, hey, when you're ready, I would love to photograph you. When you're ready, here's a coupon. If you book now and hold a spot, I will give you a 50% discount.
Yeah, I'm doing the special. Get them to lock in now. Make a deposit.
Yes.
The most money that you can get up front without actually doing the work is the better, right? Because it's better for you and better for them, because they feel like if they book now, they're gonna get a huge discount, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to book a flight right now for September, because I know that if I book now, the rates are really, really low, but I know I'm not going yet. So you have to get them to, mentally see the same picture.
Right.
And why should I pick you? Why should I pick you, right? I have my photographer that I've been working for years. Go ahead and take a look at some of my work. Here's a link to some of my work, and let me know if you're interested. I would love to work with you.
All right,
cool.
But you have to do the groundwork while you're home. Start research those hashtags, start creating a huge list and circle back and follow up with them.
Yeah, I like the hashtags. Go through the hashtags and expected mom or 8 weeks. Like a lot of times they have those hashtags. Just go figure out what's the common hashtags that pregnant women post on Instagram. Go through them and message them.
Oh, and actually they can go on Skinnermatics, because I target expecting moms.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool.
I appreciate that, Spec. Thank you so much. You continue on with all your success. I'm following.
All right, absolutely. Hold on. Right. Ground zero.
Okay, gotcha.
What's ground zero?
I'm about to learn.
You about to learn. Yeah, exactly. So ground zero is the link right there. It's a digital summit that I'm doing with 28 speakers. You paying $1 per speaker. If you're trying to really get some game, is literally each speaker is speaking for an hour. There's 28 hours worth of knowledge and game that's going to help you take your business from ground zero to 6 and 7 figures, depending on how hard you want to go. All right. Okay. So where are you going right now?
Right now, so my company's called.
No. The answer is to ground zero.
I'm going ground zero.
/the ground zero summit.
That's what I'm doing right now.
All right, say it right now. What we doing right now?
I'm going to the ground zero summit.
All right, cool. And
yes.
Invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, ain't nobody going to invest in you. All right. It's only so many of this I can do with you. Ground zero. Fine. I'm on there for a whole hour. My colleagues are on there for a whole hour speaking about financial literacy, building credit, getting funding. Yes. Like everything that you're talking about right now is all in this ground zero. So if you want to be serious and you want to really take your business to the next level, you spend $28 on some pizza and like some juice and some chicken wings. All right. So take it serious. All right.
I got you. I am. Thank you, Spec.
Peace.
All right.
All right. Listen, everybody go to ground zero, man. This is going to be the best summit ever. The idea came from Revolt Summit and giving you guys the same exact thing that he's given for artists, but for people who's trying to build a business from scratch, people that's building a brand and trying to figure out what to do during this pandemic. Okay. And we giving you guys real actionable resources that you can take action on. All right. The website is right at the bottom, Bentley/the ground zero summit. All right. Take it serious. It's going to be a life-changing summit. So many times I feel like people don't have the right information to get what they want. But this is it. This is it now. Yeah, I hear that bacon popping in the background. Got that bacon. All right, cool. Maddie J, where you at? Send me a request. This is a guy responsible for me getting into the social media game and making millions off of social media. If I would have never got the call from him saying I can make money off of social media, I would never be doing what I'm doing right now. Trust and believe that. What's up, Maddie J? Can you hear me?
Yo, I'm in the club. I'm in here, man. What you talking about, man? I wasn't trying to let me in, but the bouncer was in the front talking about take your hat off. You can't wear no hat to the club.
Teddy. Teddy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on, man?
Your echo, Teddy. All right. So yeah, you know, I already told everybody, man, and I give all praise to you with this when it comes to me starting my whole entrepreneur journey as a social media entrepreneur. And it was based on one call. You know, people say you're one funnel away. You're literally one call away from changing your life forever. All right. So you gave me that call and you told me I could make money off of tweeting, and now millions later and thousands of students later, and you being a architect in branding and being, you know, one of the sole people behind the Davin Center sweater, one of the first viral brands ever, likable assholes to, you know, to CEO, like everything from waist trainer gang, whatever, with prima donna, like you're behind all that. You're the man behind everyone, and nobody knows that because you don't really boast it like that. All right, so I'm a boaster for you, right?
Appreciate that.
Literally the brains behind the operation, Moolah Game memes, like all this stuff, right? You're the guy.
Oh, I forgot about your Moolah Game, man. You was killing the game with that.
Man, Moolah Gang, every time I opened up my browser or my timeline, I seen it. The first thing I seen like crazy, but I wasn't monetizing it the right way, so I stopped doing it. But anyway, for the people, let's give them some bars right now. Let's give them some bars, and let's give them some ways that, some things that they can actually implement right now and take action on during this pandemic. And I know you're one of the speakers at Ground Zero Summit, and you have a whole hour just to throw a bunch of bars. But right now we got a good 5 minutes to just give them some game.
Facts. First, I want to give all thanks and praise to God Almighty. Thanks to God for allowing us to be such close friends over the 12 years of just going in on internet marketing.
Me too.
Oh, Jamie in the building. What's that? We're anyway, I'm gonna go on a tangent, but anyways, I want to get straight into the bars, into the value. No fluff, all bars, no fluff. So,
no fluff. That's the rules. Listen,
that's the rule.
That's the contract. You sign right now, no fluff.
That's a fact.
Straight
that's
bars.
a fact. So May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, we're going crazy with the value, crazy the bars. But what type of bars? I think we got together, God put us all together, the speakers and the organizers of the Power Circle, because a lot of people have no leadership. Like no leadership right now. Everybody is by themselves, trying to figure it out on their own. They might see some good game here and there. They're like spot information. We want to collect all that dope information from all different industries and really tell people, based on experience, what some different opportunities exist out there for business, personal development, health and fitness, family relationships, communication, experiencing good vibes in the lifestyle, learning how to get situated in the situation that we're in right now. So what I've done is this. I'm going to share my screen with you because I can show you, but I can tell you. I'm going to show you my screen. I'm going to show you how. It's probably going to be backwards. Is it going to be backwards if I show it like this?
You have to show it with the camera facing towards you, not the camera facing towards you.
All right, say less.
You have to flip
all right, I'm going to flip the screen there. It's not on here. Yeah, it's not even on here. So I'm just going to just mention it. So most people, they come to me for business. They want help. Yo, Maddie, I need help with marketing. But I realize most of the people who are coming to me for marketing, they weren't marketable, right? So how can we make most people more marketable? It starts with them. If your physical, personal life is disorganized, guess what's going to happen to the business that you're trying to create? It's going to be disorganized. That's why business is also called an organization, because it needs to be organized, right? How do I know this? From life experience. I was making thousands of dollars a day selling t-shirts on Shopify, on my website on Shopify. But nobody taught me how to manage my finances at all. So all this money was coming in, but was I keeping it? No, because I'll spend it before I took care of inventory. I'll spend it before I figured out that PayPal was taking so much money from my transaction fees. I would spend the money before I actually pay my employees with the mindset of I'm just gonna make the money tomorrow. Horrible mindset. That's not how businesses run at all, right? I didn't know that, right? I didn't go to school for business management. I didn't go to school for all these different things. I had other people on my same level around me. So I realized I need to have people that were above me, on my same level, and people I can mentor to put them on some of the information I am so they can get to my level, surpass me, and put me onto the extra stuff that they learn, right? Spec is killing the game right now on digital courses, digital online teaching. I'm not even doing that yet, right? All this praise that he's giving me, I'm learning from Spec more than anything right now when it comes to course building, course development. But at the end of the day, why is that important? It's because he already had his physical, personal life development in par. He was confident with himself, right? He was confident with the things that he can do. Without the confidence, how are we going to be able to put in the marketing techniques and strategies that someone's going to teach, right? You guys are going to think that you can't do it. You're going to sit there for 2 hours at a seminar. You're going to pay all this money for this self-help book, get the information, but never put it in practice because you lack personal development skills. You lack focus. You lack the will to understand value, providing value to other people. So that's the focus I wanted to get into. So, and what we're doing as a Power Circle group and what we're going to be teaching on the summer is we're going to be focused on our personal development first. That's it. Mindset first. And we're not going to say it in some corny, cliche ways. We're going to spit this game in the way that we can really relate with and understand. We're going to use examples. We're going to use metaphors, like things that we understand in the culture, rap songs. We're going to tie it in together with the business element as well. And I can't wait to do it. May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. It's going down.
All right. Thanks, Matty J. All right. Listen, one thing I would say about this man is that he's been consistent. Like you said, we've been friends for over a decade. And we always motivate each other. And the fact that nobody knows he's behind these brands, but now you guys, he's going to literally give you his journey to success. And that's the main thing. It's like when you know somebody's journey, you realize that you can do the things that they have done and actually master, because now they're going to break it down in a way that you can dissect it. All right. So many people trying to figure out, like, how can I do this? Right. And you don't know how to do it because you don't have the GPS to success. Matty J is already at your destination. He's going to give you the address and he's going to guide you and he's going to tell you, hey, make a left, go right, go straight. It's the crash right there. Don't go there. You're going to be sitting in goddamn traffic for a long time. Right.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's what you want, right? And that's what we have right now. So his name is CEO Matty J. You guys go follow him. I remember us getting into a full argument in Vegas when we got the 2-story house about the Matty J name. I was like, no, you need your full name. I remember that, bro. I hope
Yo, I forgot all about that story.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Thank you.
Man, I wish we could be on here for hours, but we can't, unfortunately. But like you said, hey, the relationship that we have with each other for the past 10 years, we've seen each other grow. We helped each other. Iron sharpens iron. But like, at the end of the day, if we don't put the stuff that we learn from each other into practice, it's all in vain. We're just wasting each other's time.
Right. And this is another thing, right? You just said iron sharpen irons. Listen, it's things that, like, you see my growth. I'm not just saying.
For real. Bro, let me tell you. You were in a whole different industry, man. People who are in the music industry, they don't realize it's called the music business. Most talented artists, they only know the music side. They stay in the studio. They know how to craft they bars. They know how to put the songs together. They know how to perform. They don't know nothing about the business aspect. And the business aspect, who's making more of the money? The executives or the artists? Right? And at the end of the day, it's not about the money. It's about the influence. Who has more influence? An artist or the executive that puts on the artist and pays the artist and signs the artist? Right? Because if we have the influence, the major influence, we can be the ones leading people the way that we want to lead them. Right? Right now, these executives, they put out the content, they put out the movies that they want you to see. Right? And we end up buying it. Right? That horrible content. A lot of this content is horrible for us. But if we can start organizing the narrative the way that we want it to for our people, it's a wrap. Yes. It's a wrap.
Yes, and that's what's gonna happen. So those who are serious, right now we have an early bird special. You guys can join the Ground Zero Summit. jump into it, man. This is gonna be life changing, man. This is the best. I never seen a lineup this powerful. Just the amount of nuggets that you guys are gonna get. You're literally paying $1 per speaker. All right, and every last speaker on there literally charge $1,000 for their time. And I literally talked everybody into doing this for me. I was like, yo, please do this. This for the team, and everybody is doing this for free. Right? Nobody's getting paid from this right now. Like, I'm not paying everybody. Here, Matty J, do this. Here, you know, do this for me. Nobody's getting paid to come speak. All right. So you guys jump into this, take this serious. This is us giving back to the community, you know, and basically we're gonna help build the community. You guys jump in, do what you gotta do, take this thing serious. We're gonna get to the next person. Matty J, I appreciate you. Any last words?
No, thank you. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to get together and share our experience with each other. All right. See y'all later. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Mike. That's Manny. Peace.
Yeah.
All right, this is Marco. Let me introduce Marco. All right, this is Marco.
What up, bro?
I want you guys to put bars in the comment box. All right, all we need is bars. All no fluff, all bars.
We battling all day.
Let me introduce Marco. So Marco is the first guy to ever have an influencer marketing company. All right, if he created the word influencer marketing. Okay, so before all these different people was here and all these different people was actually saying, oh, influencer and marketing, and they merged that shit together. That was Marco. Okay, I met Marco literally what, 14 years ago?
Yeah,
2 years?
bro.
How
Like 13, 14 years, man. Damn.
14 years ago. All right, similar to Matty J. Okay, this guy literally built the first influencer marketing company to $30 million. All right, now this is your time right now. I want to see all bars in the comment box. Type it, all bars. All right, so let's go, Marco. Let's hit them with some bars, something that they can really take action on for this pandemic. We know you're a speaker of the Ground Zero Summit, and we all doing this pro bono for the people out there. But we need them to invest in themselves, because people that pay attention. All right, if it's no transaction, there's no transformation. So let's get this thing going. So let's talk to the people, Marco.
Yeah, man. Well, one like that's the best intro I've never had, for sure. It is pretty cool, because sometimes you know, I don't even take that slowdown to really count a lot of my blessings, and that's part of one of the biggest things that I learned through this process, and that I want to speak about at the Ground Zero Summit, is how you have this well-rounded view of every area of your life. And for me, you know, achieving the $10 million raise, the $30 million revenue, like all of that stuff took work. It was hard, right? Like it took a lot of effort. It took a lot of like sacrifice. It took a lot of learning, a lot of growth, a lot of like reaching out to people and taking a lot of risk. And through that process, though, like the biggest things that I learned actually didn't come from those accomplishments. They came from the lessons that I got from what things didn't go right, and what things like didn't actually work out, and what things that I missed the mark on. And part of that really started leading me into this area where I adopted this philosophy of being a creator of my reality in every single aspect, right? And realizing that, like, not just me being like, all right, cool, I want to have a, you know, $40 million business, but that, well, what if I wanted to have a $40 million business, and I also wanted to have this awesome wife, and I also wanted to have this awesome family, and I also wanted to be happy, and I also only wanted to work 4 hours a day, and I put all of that together. And normally what would happen is my mind would say, like, that's not possible. I got to do like one first, and then the other one, and then I'll set up this thing for this next one. But I started moving into this mindset of like, yo, I'm the creator to the fullest. And probably like one of the things that I talk about a lot is this concept of being the thermostat instead of the thermometer, right? And this plays so much into it. So you imagine like a thermostat, and the thermostat like actually changes the temperature, right? Like it says like, all right, I'm gonna set my temperature to 80, right? And the thermometer just reads whatever the temperature is. So you walk into a room and it's like it's 70, and it just tells you like I'm cold. So what I started realizing in my life is when I decide to set the temperature in my life to whatever it is that I want, like, yo, my temperature is I'm about to like kill this business, or I'm about to have a great time tonight, or I'm going to go meet this person that is the person I want to be my mentor, then I actually decide what type of temperature and what type of environment that I create in my world and that other people feel when they step into my world. Right now, we spend a lot of our times being the thermometer and just reacting to everything around us. So we see our shitty environment and we're like, yo, I don't really have no money, and like things aren't really going great. So like, obviously I can't really create anything. And we respond to it's cold, right? Rather than us being like, well, you know, I know it's cold right now, but I'm the one that controls my thermostat, right? I'm the one that turns that shit to 80 and says, you know what? Like 80 is going to be for me. It's going to be me getting out of this coronavirus thing and actually coming on the upside. It's going to be me having a new business. It's going to be me like creating better relationships with my family. And that's the temperature I'm going to step into. And when I step into that temperature and I walk into someone else's room, guess what? It's like they only have one choice. They either rock with the temperature that I'm at and they're like, oh, I like that 80. That shit is nice. Or they're like, yo, like, I don't like this temperature. And they leave. Yes. And that's okay. Let them go. But don't you walk into somebody else's room and then be like, yo, you know what? Like, I don't know if they like this temperature. Like, you know, I'm at 80, but they want to be at a 70. Fuck that. Like, you set the stage. And that was one of the biggest things that I learned for me is setting the stage for every aspect of my life and the temperature of everything that I wanted to do.
All right, that was dope. And for people who, because I know you raise money, and I know we have a lot of entrepreneurs on here.
Yeah.
And what were some of the key elements that help you raise money? What was those 3 keys that you can give them in order for them to successfully raise some money as an African American? Woo! We all know that's a hurdle.
Yeah, that's a whole nother ball game, man. So a few things that are key. So pulling off of the whole thermostat thing, I think that one of the things that I did a very good job at is I created my environment with investors, and I built whatever story that I wanted to tell, like before it was even there, right? So before I had a business that was doing millions of dollars or whatever, I was painting the vision of a business that is going to do that. And I was walking the walk and talking the talk as somebody who had already been there. So what happens is that similar mindset of you setting that temperature. When you walk up to somebody, like I go over to Spec and I'm like, Spec, I got this thing and it's gonna be fucking huge, and like we're gonna line up this person and that person, and you know the whole world's gonna be talking about it and everything. Like Spec is like, shit, man, you know what? I not only feel the energy of what this person is putting off to me, but I feel like I believe that he's gonna do whatever it takes to try to get there, right? Now, if I came up and I said, well, you know, I got this idea and, you know, it could do this, and, you know, maybe a few people might like it or whatever. Yeah, I'm not even trying to put money into that person. So there's one, which is people invest into people, not business ideas, right? Like you can come up with an idea all day, and if you think your idea in and of itself is going to make something happen, you're sorely mistaken. It's got to be you and you representing, like, what does it look like to be that successful person, to live in that successful business. And then from there, your next thing is, and why does this person even care, right? So the why it cares was a really big thing for me, is recognizing that for me to really tap into the right investment group and the right types of investors, I had to understand what they cared about, right? Not just like, a lot of times people think like, oh yeah, you know, this person has $100 million, like go talk to him. But you don't know what he's trying to do with that $100 million. You don't know why he has $100 million and what motivates him. So in that same way, where people are investing into me as a person, you still think about the investors as an entity, whether it's a company or an individual, as a brand of like, what do they care about? What do they resonate with? And if they care about, like, you know, saving the world, right? Then like, if your business is, you know, cigarettes and alcohol, you probably ain't gonna get investment from that. It's like on the flip side though, it's like if they care about, like, you know, family values or whatever, or they care about like innovative technologies, and you shape and mold the design of the type of people you go to invest with, in the mindset of like, well, who matches up and aligns with my vision, then all of a sudden you create way more synergy. So create that, craft that story of who you are, and then craft that story of the perfect investor, and envision that dude too. Envision that person as well. Right. And now the alignment comes into play, where one of the things I used to do a lot with investors is I qualify them. I'd be interviewing them. I'm like, yo, I got to figure out whether or not you are going to get the privilege to invest in me. So this creates a whole dynamic where, like, I'm like the hot thing. I'm like, I'm an entrepreneur. I got this vision. This shit is going to happen one way or the other. It's like, now what I'm trying to determine is
So
whether or not
confidence.
you're a good partner
Right.
to be with
Confidence.
me. So tell me about you.
Right.
Like that.
Strategy.
Yeah,
Right.
that worked a lot.
All right. Thanks, Marco. Listen, Marco is one of the speakers at the summit, you know, Ground Zero Summit. Make sure you guys check it out. He's going to be breaking down mindset, his journey from ground zero all the way to where he's at right now, which is, you know, a guy who has a $30 million company and now he's on to bigger and better things. And honestly, this is one of my partners right now. We have an amazing opportunity to really change the world. And it's going to happen right now. We're in the process of the wireframing and all that. Like, I'm so excited about this journey.
It's going to be so dope.
It's going to be the best thing ever. And it's all about the community. And it's all about for you guys to be able to invest into your favorite influencer. All right. And change the way that you support them. So game changer. Trust me, game changer. All right, Marco, thanks. See you at Ground Zero, brother.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
For everybody to get this knowledge, I want you guys to share it out. So for whoever's raising money, this is going to be powerful for you guys. All right. He's speaking at Ground Zero. All right. You guys are going to be able to pay $1 to speak to him because it's $1 per speaker. We got 28 speakers. All right. That's all given back to you guys, teaching you what to do, actionable items to do during this pandemic. Some of you guys can put to the test and make sure that this is something that's going to be powerful for you. Take your notes. Make sure you do everything that you need to do. All right, let me see who's next right now on the calendar.
Yeah, I was just on here. I didn't know you was gonna hit me, fam. What up, boy?
Yeah. I know I caught you off guard. That's why I said, if you ready.
I'm in the
ready, we can do it.
I'm in the theater chilling. They told me I was going on at 9:40.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I think, you know, we too organized right now, man. We too organized.
Yeah.
You know, as entrepreneurs, we try to control it, but sometimes it's better for it to flow, bro.
No doubt. Let me get some light, man.
Yeah, get some light. Let's just go, bro. I think we way too organized. We enterprise level, so you know how we do. But yeah,
for sure, man. What's good, my boy?
Man, everything is good, man. Alex, good energy, man. Like this brother right here always got great energy, man. His name speaks for itself. He has a whole fleet of trucks, 18-wheelers, the whole 9 yards. He have a program teaching everybody how to get the bag, on how he knows how to get the bag from the trucking industry. And the man is making millions off of it. Not he's making millions to tell you he's making millions, but he's making millions to teach others how to make millions. And that's what's great about this I said young, but you're definitely young too, but this amazing guy right here. So tell the guys some game, man. Tell the ladies and the queens and kings on here some game, man, on something they could take action on right now, or even just your journey and your mindset on how to get through this pandemic. Because I know you're another speaker at the Ground Zero Summit, and we take it to the next level.
Yeah, for sure, man. First off, it's an honor just, be a speaker, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just grind for so many years, and, you don't really realize, the impact that you're making, and it's just a blessing to, be on these platforms recently, man, and just share my story, and also just share the game, man. I'm part of the transportation industry, man. You can't go on the road. You can't go outside right now without seeing an 18-wheeler. It's literally the backbone of the country, the world. This is how we get our food, right? This everything. If you anybody that's on this live right now, if you just look away from your screen right now, just look at your room. Look at everything that's in your room right now. It was on a truck at one point, right? So, being a promoter before, I just wanted to get into an industry. I just wanted to get into an industry that wasn't going anywhere. I did the cool stuff before. I was throwing parties. I did music. And I just wanted to get into something that I knew that, it was here before me and it ain't going nowhere. Mm-hmm. So, started my journey in 2012, brother. Made all the mistakes you could make, and then, I finally figured it out after going out of business and just doing the research, giving it another shot. I just figured it out, and I just decided that in 2015 I was going to just start showing people how to get into my industry, man. It's a wonderful industry, but only when the parts are moving in synergy. It's not easy. So, a successful business solves a problem. The problem with my industry is people hop into it not knowing what they're doing, and that's what causes them to fail. Mm-hmm. So once I made the mistakes, I was like, look, man, once I started making money and I started really having my systems in place, I said, this is missing, especially with my color. Mm-hmm. We minorities in this industry. This is an $800 billion a year industry, mm-hmm. and you don't really see too many people of my color on the ownership side. There's plenty of us driving, but I don't got no CDL. I don't know how to drive a truck. So I had to come in on the ownership side off the rip. And with me having the handicap of not driving a truck, it made me tighten up that much more to learn how to be an owner, learn how to move the chess pieces. You feel me? And bro, I just figured it out, man. And I say it all the time. They messed up and let me figure it out. Now I'm the Harriet Tubman of this thing. I'm just gonna show people. I'm just gonna show people how to do it the right way the first time, right? Because everybody can't recover from messing up, right? I lost 30 grand my first year, but I was blessed and had the resources to be able to give it another shot. But I realized everybody don't got that opportunity. Everybody can't afford trying something, losing, and shutting down and giving it another shot. So that was my goal. That was the problem I just wanted to solve, it, just giving people a solid blueprint on getting into this industry. And I'm gonna just let you know, as far as the pandemic goes, you know, when the pandemic first hit, when everybody was clearing out all the supermarkets and you couldn't find nothing on the shelves, the toilet tissue and all that, we had a spike. They was paying us whatever to move the loads and get the supermarkets and all the stores restocked. So now that most of the places are restocked now, we definitely have seen a decline. Right, because a lot of the warehouses are closed now, right? A lot of the stores that we deliver to, they all closed now. So we're still rolling. If you get on the street right now, you're going to see 18-wheelers, but I'll be lying if I told you that we haven't been affected, right? But we still blessed, because I realize there's a lot of people that don't have an option to make $1 right now. It's a lot of people that's completely shut down. So, out of our 12 trucks, we got 9 of them on the road right now. And we're not seeing the profits that we were seeing 2 weeks ago, but I'm still blessed, because I'm like, at least we got the potential to make something. At least I can keep my drivers with a paycheck. At least I could make sure that we're at least helping the country and restocking some of these essential items that you guys need, right? So we just grinded it out. But I'm gonna tell you right now, that anybody that's in the industry, anybody that's thinking about getting in the trucking industry, right now is the time to get educated. Right now is the time to just lay with the information and get in place, so that when the country opens back up, man, listen, bro, this joint about to explode, dog, because you got to think about how much loads are not being delivered right now. Think about how much, it's freight on ships in the middle of the ocean right now, fam, that can't come to the country right now. So what you think is going to happen once we get the green light and everything start opening back? It's going to be a free fall. So right now is the time to get your bread right. Right now is the time to get educated and get in position to do it. And that's what I'm training people. And that's what I'm going to be going in on next Friday at the Ground Zero Summit, man. Yeah, what up, MG?
Great. And the last thing I want you to leave them with, like, what is one of the things that you learned? Like, what was that number one thing you learned that helped you get through your journey?
Oh, what are the things that I learned?
Like, what was that number one thing you was like, this is the biggest lesson, right? We call it, people call it L's, but I call it lessons. Right. What is the biggest L you took that you learned from? You like, I'm never doing that again. Yeah. I'm going to do it differently this time. And that one lesson cost me this. And now I can give it back to the people so they don't have to take that same lesson.
That's easy. That's real easy. As soon as you said that, the first thing that came to my mind, Spec, money management, family. Right? Yeah, money management, right? Like respecting money. I didn't respect money before, right? Especially in my industry, we get paid on a daily basis. We pick up a load. When one of my drivers pick up a load on a Monday, they deliver it on a Tuesday, I get paid on Tuesday. So imagine coming from your money was all messed up to now hopping into an industry, and now you're getting daily deposits, right? I'm just spending it as it comes in, because I'm like, I got another boy dropping tomorrow. So what I was doing, instead of reinvesting into my company, I was making the cash, and I was just spending it on frivolous things. So guess what happened when my truck broke down now?
It flatlined, or you just decreased, and you didn't have the revenue to reinvest back in.
Nah, what happened was, fam, imagine not respecting the money. Imagine you making money, right? You got a new business, right? But you making the money, you spending it, and then a breakdown happened. Imagine a breakdown happened, $5,000. See, most of the people that come into my industry that leave or they get put out of business is because of a bad breakdown, right? The other thing that puts people out of my business is drivers. So even with my portal, fam, I was like, okay, I got to solve that problem. So I teach people money management and trucking. I teach people how to reinvest in your company, right? I teach people how to not only obtain good drivers and techniques, but also how to keep the good drivers. I just focused on solving problems, fam. I used because I made all the mistakes already. So people, they pay me for my mistakes now, Spec.
Yes.
You dig what I'm saying? So once I learned money management, once I learned to respect money, once I learned to, just because you got it, don't mean they got to burn a hole in your pocket. Actually reinvest in yourself. Actually, invest it, like save it, build a cushion. Once I learned that, it's over. It was over.
So give me one key right now before you jump off. What is one way you manage your money very well?
What is one way I manage my money?
Yeah. What do you do to manage your money better now?
Well, for one, I mean, now it's a little different because I got multiple streams now. But in the beginning, when it was time,
yeah, I mean, like just like one jewel they could take away.
Put away a maintenance escrow account every week. Okay, so if you profit $1,000, right, on your truck that week, I will put $250 at least away in a maintenance escrow account. I did that for 6 months. I put $300 away every week. So guess what? Once I build up my pot, anything that came my way, fam, any breakdown, anything that required some bread, I just went in my little stash, handled it, kept it moving. So it just took discipline. It's hard to see when you ain't got a whole bunch of bread to just put away the bread. It's hard to save. Like, everybody can't save. I get it. It's hard. But once you make that sacrifice, once you understand that, look, you need to make sure that you can handle any emergency thrown at you. Once you build up a cushion, bro, and you feel it, and you know that, no matter what happens, if I get a phone call that my truck broke down in Arkansas, I got this 10,000 sitting right here. I'ma handle it, bro. Once I got my cushion, that's when I started scaling up, because I was able to handle whatever was thrown at me. So again, anybody on here, money management, respect money. Money is like a woman. If you keep disrespecting a woman, what's she gonna do?
Gonna leave you.
when the money is coming in, we don't respect it. We just spend it like it ain't nothing. But it's not until it leaves us that we like start, damn, I shouldn't have spent that bread. Don't wait till it leaves you to respect the money. Respect the money while you got it, man. So that's my advice, yo.
All right, thank you, man. Listen, Alex, good energy. He's gonna be at the Ground Zero Summit, right? How much I'm paying you to be at the summit? How much I say I'm gonna give you if you pay this, if you speak?
How much you paying me?
To speak. Zero,
Nothing.
right?
Nothing.
This is for the coaches. So listen, nobody's get in this, get this game, take it serious. All right. Everybody's giving back. He's giving you free game. He made a lot of bad choices to get to where he's at. He's making multiple millions. He's killing it. His students are killing it. All right. So now it's about you now. All right. Everybody else is in, but what are you gonna do? All right, Alex. Appreciate you for jumping on, brother.
Appreciate y'all. See you tonight, my boy. Peace.
For sure. I'm just going. I ain't respecting the schedule. You jump on here, you pick a boo and you a speaker, I'm throwing you on. Kendra, you better be ready. Kendra, she got to make sure her light right. She got to make sure everything is perfect. She got to make sure she got her outfit on. I knew it. Kendra got to be ready every single time. All right, cool. So if you got a small business, man, press 1 in the comment box. If you got a small business. All right. Everybody appreciated that. Listen, literally, we doing early bird special today. Okay. The next 20 people that sign up, I might do something special for you guys. All right. So listen, go to the Ground Zero Summit. All right. That's the Bentley link. bit.ly/the Ground Zero Summit. Okay, go there now. Go there now. Make sure you guys sign up right now. We got 28 speakers. These 28 speakers, literally, is $1 per speaker. All right, a lot of you guys spend that on McDonald's and a Happy Meal for your kids. Okay, let's get some life-changing information that you guys can go and execute on. All right, every last one of these speakers spend thousands of dollars. All right, I mean, people pay thousands of dollars for them to speak with them and them that go to their training and their workshops. Okay. All right. Congratulations. Somebody just said they signed up. All right. If you guys are working on it, say you're working on it. If you in, say you in. All right. I see somebody else just say they signed up. Congratulations, Rocky. Congratulations, Rocky. All right. Chocolate Face, congratulations. All right. Who else we got? Mr. Sparks, congratulations. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Everybody signing up right now. Congratulations to everybody who's signing up. Listen, this is going to be the most powerful summit you've ever been to in your life. These are all handpicked people that's coming in here that's going to break everything down from financial literacy to how to raise money, how to raise capital, to building a trucking business, to building in real estate, to social media, to anything that you need to know. We're gonna actually help you guys with. Okay, so Ground Zero Summit, the Ground Zero Summit. You guys check it out. All right, if you guys want to jump on this thing right now, press 1 in the comment box if you have a business. All right, this is strictly based for business owners.
How you doing?
Hey, what's up with you?
I'm fine. I wanted to get on here really fast because I have a lot of people who ask me about your class. Go in the room.
So what's up? What about my class? What you want to say?
So I took your class in 2018, I want to say, or maybe the beginning of 2019. But from taking your class, I literally made $30,000 in a year. I was able to buy my own house. Now I have, my business is doing really good. I actually have multiple businesses now. Move back, Gabby. And it just changed my life. I tell people that all the time because when I started, I only had $50. $50 to my name. I flipped that money to get the $1,000 for the class. That was all I had. And I was just like, do you take this class? Do you really want to invest, you know, all your money into this one class? Like, is it really going to change, you know, your situation? And it changed my life. So I was very grateful for it. I learned a lot with social media, with, you know, affiliate marketing, just all of it. And I took it in, and I promise you, I went from a small little house with my 2 little girls with just that $50. And then now I have my own house at 4 bedrooms. I'm very proud. I'm only 23. And I was able to make $30,000 in my first year of business just from at Wizard Academy.
Well, it's Spectacular Academy. We rebranded everything. It's all good. It's all good because Wizard is my agency, but we made it more branded around me. But listen, congratulations. What's your name again?
My real name is Deja. Deja Ship.
Everybody say congratulations, Deja, right now. How you spell Deja?
Thank you.
D-E-J-A?
E.
How do you spell it? I'm a horrible speller.
D-E-J-A-E.
J-E. All right, congratulations. Listen,
thank you.
I always truly love my students, and I don't remember having my one-on-one with you. So like,
no, because I didn't get to finish. I had wrote Jamie on Facebook because I was like, I need to finish. But I didn't get to have the one-on-one. I just took like the online.
DM me. Listen, DM me. We're gonna get you in our next one-on-one session. We're actually doing a lot of since you was in my program like a year ago, we upgraded a lot more stuff. We even have like once you do the one-on-one with me, we're gonna set you up in your own forum. So we're gonna put you in your own mastermind group, accountability partners. You're gonna have a group of people that you meet up with once a month. You're gonna talk about your issues, what's going on, good, bad, personal, and they're gonna push you. So you're gonna have that. So we're gonna accelerate what you're doing right now. You have 30,000. We're gonna double. Let's double that.
Yes, I'm trying to. Well, I'm not even gonna say I'm trying. I will be a millionaire in 2022.
There we go.
2022 is happening. So yeah, I'm a DM you because that's definitely gonna happen. And I always tell everybody like that class was really amazing. Like I learned so much about social media. So invest in yourself. Don't play in yourself.
And she's talking about. Click the link in my bio. I got a training coming this Sunday, man. You guys jump in. The same training she went through. Check it out. It's right in my DM. In my my link in my bio. It's free. But man, congratulations. DM me. I'm gonna get you on that welcome call, man. And also, like I'm working on sending you guys out some Spectacular Academy T-shirts. So we're gonna have some. Yeah, we're gonna rock the merch. We're gonna get the hat game. We're about to get the swag going.
I get it all.
All right. Get it all. So, I already know. Make sure you at the summit too. Pretty much, I already know.
Yeah, I already. I just bought my my spot. So yeah. Uh-oh.
What do you
Can
say?
you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, my phone popped up.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I was just saying that I already got my spot for the summit. I'm ready to go. I'm a DM you so we can get this going because I'm on
I got you.
my way to be a millionaire. So I need to learn from the
Claim
best.
that shit, man. Let's go, baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
get my 101. Can't wait. All right.
Okay.
I love
All
talking to
right.
my students. All right, bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, she's referring to my my entrepreneur MBA program, Spectacular Academy. Man, it's all about changing lives and getting everybody the tools they need to become successful, man. She definitely invested in the Ground Zero Summit. Make sure you guys jump into this, man. Do what you got to do. You know, make sure you guys all right. Who wants to jump on? Who wants to jump on? Who's my next speaker? All right, Steve is on. All right, Ground Zero Summit. We got early bird special going on only until we end these lives. So make sure you guys jump into this thing. What up, Steve?
What's up, my brother?
Hey, man. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling amazing, man. The air is crisp, it's warm, the family's
Yes,
good, no
yes,
complaints,
yes,
man.
yes, yes. All right. So listen, Steve, this young brother is amazing, man. He's actually on the board of the organization called the Power Circle. He's one of the leading board members that really take charge and take everything to the next level. The Power Circle is an organization of all African Americans, and we are
Yes.
all entrepreneurs who's looking to better the community, take the community to the next level. Steve is really the brains behind this operation when it comes to the Ground Zero, and he's the leading force behind the whole summit. So he has his own festivals that he does. One Fest, what I'm saying it correctly?
Yeah, One Music Fest.
One Music Fest, and he has one of the biggest festivals out there. So now he's doing this for the community. We're doing this for the people. So yeah, he's one of the speakers also. You could tell a little bit about yourself right quick, and then I want you to throw him some bars, man, something they can really take action on, some actionable items that they can go off of this live, take some notes and go implement.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Steve Canal. I've been on tour with Damon John for 5 years, supporting small businesses, through resources, funding, and platforms. I've started a business, that's made millions of dollars, that's failed, in 2008 from the last recession to growing it back up to 7 figures, to being a best-selling author, The Mind of a Winner, which hit #1 on Amazon in 24 hours. Spec mentioned our music festival, One Music Fest, which is the largest music festival in the Southeast. We get 50,000 people a day, down in Atlanta. And we're here to drop jewels, man. We want to put you in a position to succeed. And one of the biggest things, I'll take it off like this, Spec. Yo, listen, you can't Google experience. Right now, you have to put yourself in a
You
position.
can't Google experience.
You have to put yourself in a position to do the research and knowledge and put an advisory board around you of people who are like-minded, who can put you in a position to give you the knowledge that you need if you haven't, reached a certain threshold to be able to succeed, right? And another thing is that be authentic with yourself. Entrepreneurship isn't for everybody. You got to look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, what is my purpose? What am I trying to accomplish in life? And what are my goals? Achieve those goals, right? If I, as an example, right, Spec, if I say, hey, I want to lose 15 pounds, that's my goal, right? The system is I'm going to work out an hour a day to achieve that goal. And I'm not going to eat past 8 o'clock. I'm going to stop eating fried foods. I'm going to stop eating sugar to be able to achieve those goals. So have your goals, but put your systems in place to achieve those goals. So you have to honestly, at the end of the day, take a look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, is this for me, right? And what does good look like for me? And what am I going to do to make sure I achieve that?
Okay. And so like you've been on a journey to success, and you've been through a lot of ups and downs like everybody else, all entrepreneurs.
Right. Pure facts.
What is the one thing that you learned? And two, everybody has mentorship. What is the #1 thing that you learned from your mentor? And let's start with the mentor one first.
Man, the art of effective communication. All good leaders know how to effectively communicate, because leadership comes, and how the business, if the business is going to succeed or fail, it starts from the top down, because you have to be able to communicate what the company's vision is, and you have to be able to rally, your leaders, your vice presidents, your directors, to be able to take your message and charge the rest of the organization. You have to be able to write and communicate in a way. So if you're not a great, writer, take a course online, YouTube it, on writing skills and where I should put commas and stuff like that, because you have to be able to effectively communicate what you're trying to achieve, and that purpose. That was one of the main things that I got, across the board from all my mentors. In addition to that is having an advisory board. It's very important to have the right people around you. Whether, you have a lawyer, if you have some family members, some friends that are into law or legal, that can be $5,000 you're saving for them just to review a document that you might have. Somebody in finance who can help look over your books or give you the right apps or the proper apps to run your books. Because one of the issues that a lot of us are running into right now as small businesses is we don't have our paperwork in order. We don't have our profits, P&L, right? So when the government says, hey, we have $450 billion to give out to small businesses, and you can't apply because you don't know how much money you made last year, how much money you lost last year, or anything about your business. So we have to put ourselves in a position to succeed. So that goes into structuring your business properly. Know the difference between a sole proprietorship. Know the difference between being an LLC, a C Corp, an S Corp, because that can drastically impact you down the line. If your business grows and you're looking to bring in investors, if your business isn't properly structured, you're going to have to spend a lot of time and a lot of money to restructure your business. So we say all this to say, take a step back, look at yourself in the mirror and say, where do I see myself in 10 years? Where do I see myself in 15 years? All right, this is what I want to achieve. This is my purpose. How am I going to achieve that? And every day you need to take one step closer. It could be a phone call. It could be an email. It could be a text message. You have to take one step closer to achieving that goal. A day should not go by where you're not doing something that's going to get you closer to where you're trying to be. Again, I'll go back to 2008. I was running off of pure talent. Grew my business to 7 figures off of pure talent. The recession comes. My business goes from 7 figures to 0. What do? I'm selfless. I understand that, and I'm not going to take myself, and put myself in a position to do that again. I learned my lesson. So I joined corporate America to learn how to run $1 billion company. So I went into sales. I went into marketing. I went into trade marketing. I went into community affairs to understand all the intricate details that makes $1 billion company function. So while I was in corporate, and I coined this term corporatepreneur, I was doing a corporate gig, but I was also, gearing up my entrepreneurial venture and seeding what I'm learning into that structure and getting that proof of concept, because proof of concept is very important. So when I did transition, I didn't just jump off the mountain, not knowing where I was going to be. I knew exactly where I was going, when I left corporate America, because I was funding, my entrepreneurial ventures. Every paycheck that came in, I was investing into what I needed to do to structure myself to be in a position. So if you're in corporate America, or if you're in, you have a corporate gig and you're looking to transition, that's what I do with the brand executive. We help businesses start, run, and scale, and give you all the tools and resources to achieve.
All right, great, man. Great. Listen, one thing I know for sure, and I heard this from Jack Ma from Alibaba. He said, listen, the best thing to do right now, especially when you're young, is go work for a startup. All right, get into, or go work for some of these huge corporations and go figure out exactly what they're doing. And especially with startups, because you're learning every position. If you're a startup, you're learning sales, you're learning marketing, you're learning operations, because you need to have slashes. And when you're in a startup, so with the slashes mean that you're marketing / sales / email marketing guy, and then your operations / customer support / the finance person, right? And you're learning all these things from this entrepreneur. Now you have a mentor. You automatically have a mentor, because the CEO has to mentor you because his business
Absolutely.
is at a ground level. So he
Yep.
has to make sure that you do good. So he
Yep.
has to make sure he coaches you, mentor you, and
Shares
motivates
those
you and leads
insights.
you
Yep.
to success so his business don't go down the hill. All right.
Yep.
So Steve, it's great having you on, man. What are some of the things you're going to talk about on Ground Zero? What can they expect when you guys go, when they see you at Ground Zero as a speaker?
Absolutely going to go deeper into my story and share those
Yes.
insights and those key learnings that I learned, from that corporate side, those $1 billion, tips and secrets on how to properly function and run your business. We're going to go through some exercises based off my book, The Mind of a Winner. The common threads that were shared amongst Damon John from Shark Tank, 2 Chainz, Kenny Smith from Inside the NBA on TNT, my beautiful wife, Swin Cash, who's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, sharing all those insights so you can actually apply. But take this, right? Nothing will work unless you do. We can drop 1 million bars right now. We can give you 1 million bars, but if you don't apply, it means nothing. Whatever it is that you aspire to do, start now. Because the world won't wait for you to be ready.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to start learning and taking some courses.
Wait for you. I'm writing that down. The world ain't gonna wait for you to be ready. Oh my.
At all. So, do what you need to do right now. Read those books. A good CEO reads about 60 books a year. Read, take notes, from the surrounding of what's going on, to other business folks who you might have insight on. Ask them about their journey. What are some of the successes they're having right now? What are some of the hurdles they're having right now? And apply that and understand that, you can do this. You know what I'm saying? But understand at the same time, entrepreneurship isn't for everybody.
Yes.
But, you put yourself in a position to achieve if you start laying the groundwork now.
All right, Steve. Thank you for jumping on. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, my brother. Good to see you.
Yes, sir. Ground Zero. Listen, if you guys are working on that Ground Zero right now, put I'm working on it. If you in, say you in. All right. I want you guys to say it right now. All you got to do is go to Bentley.ly/ well, I say Bentley dot. Hold on. So Bentley/ the Ground Zero Summit. All right. I want you guys to get in there. We got early bird special just for today. Okay. If you guys don't make it in today, then you guys are going to pay the premium price. All right. So I see all the amens. All right. Say congratulations to these people that's investing in themselves. Look at how many people say they're in right now. If you're working on it, say you're working on it. If you're in, say you're in. All right. How many of you guys ready for more bars? You guys ready for more bars? I want to put bars in there. That's all we dropping. Summit. That's all you're gonna get. Straight up bars. What's up, him 500?
What's up, boss? How we doing? What we doing? What we doing today?
Listen, man, we throwing straight bars, all haymakers. So listen, this young man right here, him 500, Mr. Marcus B. Listen, this guy is in my program teaching financial literacy, and he's one of the top guys right now in the game when it comes to this. So he's actually speaking at the summit, Ground Zero. And I just want you to pop on for the people, man, and give them some game right now, something they can really take action on before the Ground Zero Summit, and really give them some actionable items that they can take action on.
So my specialty where I stand at is in the financial literacy space. So it's about everything to do after you get your credit together, right? So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to actually turn your credit into cash as an entrepreneur. So for everybody today that's joining in, what I want you guys to do first, I want you guys to understand is that you're going to have to get your credit together. So I'm going to give you credit repair for free. So I'm telling you guys what you need to do to get your credit together, things that most people sell you $500 to $1,000. It's a few companies I need everybody to go and opt out of now. Before we get to the summit, I need you guys opting out of the secondary companies that provide information to the credit bureaus, right? It's a company called LexisNexis. Write this down. LexisNexis. It's a company called SageStream, right? It's a company called ARS. It's another company called LexisNexis. SageStream, LexisNexis, Innovis, ARS, right? And CoreLogics, right? I need you guys opting out of these companies. You want to opt out of the secondary companies because those are the companies that verify the information that's on your credit report. Let's get those opted out of. Then let's go move into the fact of of looking at how we dispute items, right? You're going to dispute items with either a 609 or a 611 dispute letter, right? This is stuff most people charge you thousands of dollars for. So I need y'all writing this down. So when we get to the summit, we can talk about building. I don't want to talk about doing credit repair on the summit. Let's get that out of the way so we can start turning credit to cash. We can go out and start acquiring large lines of credit and implementing it into business, implementing it into structuring our life for security purposes. Use the 609 letter or the 611 letter to do your dispute, right? I prefer the 609. You can opt out online. Look the companies up. You can opt out online, you can call, or you can fax in an opt out. Okay. Once those are opted out, what we want to move over to is then you could actually, I'm gonna show y'all a quick hack to get this done, expedite the process expeditiously, right? So listen, go ahead and when you send that 609 letter, instead of sending it with today's date, right? Today is the 20th. I need you guys to backdate it. I need you to backdate it 15 days, right? Or what's today? 24th, right? The 24th. Put the 10th on your dispute letter, 609 letter. Literally go Google a 609 letter. Whatever negative items you have, go to Experian.com or Identity IQ, pull your credit report. Once you get off of there, take that 609 letter, put the negative items on there, right? Also, put all your negative items on your letter. Put the 10th on the dispute letter. So it's going to look like it's already been 14 days. Go ahead, put that down, send that dispute letter off, right? So today's the 24th, put the 10th on your letter. So it looks like it's already been 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, you guys are going to come back in. And when you come back in 2 weeks, you're going to send a 30-day demand to comply to get the negative items wiped off. Boom. Let's get the credit repair done. But in the meantime, call the credit bureaus and remove any extra names and addresses that's on your credit report. So that way it's harder to verify as well. Send the letter off today, call tomorrow or on Monday, get the names and everything removed. So by the time the letters actually land, the actual, you'll be already have taken the names and old addresses off your credit report. Okay. So get those removed. So now we get into a point where your credit is getting structured better. So we can deal with, okay, any negative items, we should be able to get those off within the next 2 weeks, right? To 30 days, in the next 30 days, 2 weeks from now, right? Boom, let's go past. Now, a 30-day demand to comply request. You want to send a 30-day demand to comply request. And why I say that is because you want to give them 30 days. It looks like it's been 30 days, right? You sent the letter on the 14th, so now 14 days from now, when you send a 30-day demand to comply, it's going to look like nothing's happened. So that's what we're going to base it off of. When you send your 30-day demand to comply, though, take a step further. You're going to go to CFPB, which is Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. That's the actual government regulated company who regulates the credit bureaus. Go file the complaint there. And when you get on there and file that complaint, you're going to file a complaint that, look, I sent the letter. I sent both of these letters in, and the credit bureaus haven't done anything. Remove the negative items off my credit report. You send it to the credit bureaus. We're not dealing with the debt collection, right? The debt collectors, right? Send it to the credit bureaus, right? Boom. Now we're working on getting everything else removed. Now that those items get removed, we can actually go into the process of actually building, a solid credit report. So now when we jump on the summit, I can tell you how to structure a report where you're not playing, going and getting, secured credit cards that hurt the process, right? Secured credit cards are obsolete. We don't use them no more, right? Anybody tell you use a secured credit card is giving you outdated information, because nowadays we can't get business loans. We have to get credit cards and business credit cards and personal credit cards. And if you get a secured credit card, 2 or 3 secured credit cards on your actual credit report, it's going to diminish the whole process when we can go out and get 25 to 50,000 in credit cards with a brand new profile. So let's get that secure credit card stuff out of the way. I'm going to teach you guys how to really build, structure a credit report so you can get high limit credit cards at the summit. So everybody should have a ticket, because you're going to learn a lot of different business models, a lot of different business structures. And the fact of the matter, if you don't have the capital, I'm going to teach you how to get the capital. And actually, I'm teaching you now how to clean your report. I'm going to teach you how to structure it and what cards to go out and apply for. And I'm going to teach you guys what to put on the application. So we're going in. So y'all should all have your ticket already. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So listen, that's the credit game, right? And as an entrepreneur, you go through your ups and downs also, all right? You started from where you at you started from where you at right now, but you didn't, I mean, you started from back then trying to figure things out. You maneuvered through certain ways and you figured out, all right, this is not for me. And now you're on the credit. You're doing the credit thing now, trying to educate the people, trying to give the people the things that they're paying for free so you can give back as much as possible. What are some of the things that you went through in the past that you learned from that made you who you are today?
We talk about entrepreneur. I just did a thing. I explained it yesterday, and I was telling people, it's like, listen, at 8 years old, I sold programs. I outsold everybody because instead of me running the rat race and going through the stands like the rest of the kids, I went and I volunteered in the snack bar and sold my programs from the snack bar and volunteered there for free. So then I outsold everybody. So I got the VIP experience for being a top salesman, right? At 8 years old, at 16 years old, I did sales. I did telemarketing. Instead of working at a grocery store or working at a fast food spot, I didn't go with my friends and do the basic job applications. I went and I walked through business complexes about 3 miles and found a telemarketing company. And that way I learned sales. But what happened was that was the separation. I knew not to go the route that everybody else was going. So I did a separation route. Over the time, got my real estate license at 18. At 18, I got my real estate license. My broker had credit repair. Well, guess what happens is that I learned credit repair then, but it didn't mean anything to me. So I go back through life, the real estate market crash, I get evictions, I get repossessions on my credit. You know, I own cell phone kiosks, I own Boost Mobile stores at 23. I've been in business my whole life. The only issue was I didn't have financial literacy. I don't come from money. So I'm always working to make my money and then live off of it. So what happened is that my businesses were failing because I didn't have the right money in place, right? So I started building out a system to leverage my credit, seeing, okay, how can I use credit as a security nest? And what happened is that I started making money with credit. So then I look around, I turn around, I go, look, I did over 6 figures leveraging my credit to be as a benefit. So that now it turned into my business. And it was crazy because I was starting dealing with my credit just to build and structure my businesses. You know, I own tax offices and things like that. So I was trying to get credit to kind of grow and franchise out. And I started learning credit and I learned how to make money off of it, right? And that's what took me to another level. And I looked at it and I go, my business has failed in the past because I didn't have financial literacy. I didn't have security behind me. And I imagine a lot of people business will fail, or a lot of business will succeed if they can acquire anywhere from 50 to 100,000 to have as a security net. So when times get tough like they did now, right, you don't got people going from Slave by Tay to now they sell Primerica, right? Or you were selling Primerica and now you're selling Gucci masks because you have to adjust and your business isn't strong enough and you don't got the financial backing to withstand a 30-day break. Right? People getting compromised. They compromising their businesses just because they can't last 30 days. And that's ridiculous. And that's the point of being an entrepreneur, having financial backing. We should be able to be okay for 30 to 60 days. It changed the game. So that's where I'm at now and why I feel it's so important to teach people this stuff.
And my last question, because I know as an entrepreneur, it's all about mentorship. I have 3 mentors that helped me throughout my journeys. And do you have a mentor? I'm pretty sure you do. Right?
Yep,
What is the number one thing you learned from your mentor?
So my first mentor taught me the attitude and the humbleness of being in business and what comes with it, right? I remember I was 18. Am I back? I'm back. Okay.
Yeah.
I was 18. I remember going about 2 exits away from the community I grew up in and getting treated completely different. And so he helped structure me and scold me at a young age. So that was at 18. And then as I grew up, I started learning business and I learned that it's the skill set, it's having a skill set and a work ethic to take it to the next level. Now I'm at a point to where I developed my skill set, I developed my work ethic, my mindset is there. Now I'm at a point, I literally just paid $36,000 to a new mentor, and it's just helping me with systems, right? To understand business and understand systems to where I can now get my business in place and to really scale and grow to the next level. So now I'm looking at, okay, if somebody can make $1 million a month what does that business structure look like? A lot of people think it's a product of what they do, but what does that business model look like internally to make $1 million in a month? What does that business structure look like internally? So that's my main focus now that I'm learning from a mentor, is systems that they've actually been able to put together, test, and run the process to make it profitable. That helps me take it to my business to the next level. So when it comes to business, and it comes to mentors, it's almost impossible to be successful without one.
Oh, it's part of the success journey, right? You got an invisible ceiling over your head without mentorship, right? If I didn't have my mentors, I got a mentor I got a spiritual mentor. I got a mentor that my overall mentor. I got a mentor on sales, and then I got a mentor. I got 4 mentors, and then I got a mentor just overall, just like making sure like I'm straight, and the things I could come on the personal end. He will understand more on my wavelength, or how I am as a person, or as an entrepreneur, as an entertainer, and there's different mentors for different things. So yeah, man, I appreciate you for coming on, man. See you Ground Zero Summit, man. If you guys didn't get your tickets, all you guys do is go to that link right there, man. Go grab your tickets right now. It's gonna be the most powerful thing you ever went to a day in your life, man. Trust me. All right, man. Appreciate you, Marcus. Peace.
All right, boss.
All right. You guys enjoyed that? If you guys enjoyed that, put hell yes in the comment box. He's still on. Y'all show him some love. If y'all felt like he gave y'all some bars, all right? I want to see bars in the comment box if you feel like he gave you some bars. Every last speaker that you're going to see on this Ground Zero Summit is somebody who took their business and everything that they're doing from ground zero to millions of dollars, or to 6 and 7 figures in revenue, killing it. All right. So that's what you guys got to understand. You want to learn from somebody who already has been where you want to be. All right. Learn from somebody who's already doing the things that you want to do in life. Okay. That's what you want. If you guys have a business, press 1 in the chat box. Press 1 in the chat box if you guys have a business. Multiple bars. All right. Let's go. All right, all you guys got to go is the Bentley/the Ground Zero Summit. The Ground Zero Summit. Okay, once again, go to bit.ly/the Ground Zero Summit. Okay, guys have a business, press 1. And everybody share this out with 10 people. I need everybody here. It's mandatory. Send this out to 10 people who has a business or trying to start a business, or that you think will enjoy this information. Send it out to 10 people. All right. Send it out to 10 people and then comment done. All right. She's not picking up. Go to the next person.
My brother.
What up, D1?
Man, just dropping these bars, man. Me and 19 was running it. You hear me?
Yeah, I was running them bars. All right, so round 2. Round 2.
Yep.
All right, so listen, man. D1 is one of the most positive guys I know, man. His energy is amazing. When I first met him, we met through the internet, met up in person, felt like we knew each other forever. This young man is doing some amazing things when it comes to speaking to kids, and started off from being a teacher to now he's teaching everybody the game, and really speaking through people through their music, through his music, and really touching people, man. And Guys and Girls is something that I support. I support you as an artist, and just the fact that you're so inspirational to the people. I want you guys to really hear from D1. He jumped on. So give him some bars, bro. Something that somebody could take away. Even something you already said that was impactful, that this audience might need to hear also.
Oh, it's my bad. somebody was calling me. They must have been like, "Oh my gosh, you're on the phone with Spectacular." They was going crazy just now. I had to put them on ignore. But listen, y'all. My brother Spec gave me an amazing intro. My name is D1. I'm from the great city of New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm a hip hop artist, man. I'm a rapper. So I just put a new single out today, matter of fact. I'm always dropping music. But before I set foot in the music industry, I was more passionate about connecting with my purpose in life. So before picking up a microphone, I was a teacher. I was a middle school teacher. And while I was a teacher, I realized how powerful the art form of hip hop could be towards dictating how these students saw the world. So I said, man, if I could be an artist with the platform of a rapper, but the heart of a teacher, that right there would be extra powerful. So what I've seen in my adult life is basically how to use your passion to make what's called a purpose-driven profit. You heard me? Because a lot of people growing up where we from, they feel like, look, you either all about profit or you all about purpose, but it's one or the other. If you're all about purpose, then you must take a vow to poverty. That's what we think. Like the people, the nice guys, the people that help out the community, they finish last. And the people who make money, we associate them with having corrupt character. But I have mastered the art of how to take my passion, identify my passion in a world full of distractions, and use that passion to make a purpose-driven profit. I've made a lot of money by the grace of God, but I've also changed a lot of lives, you know? And that right there is why I'm excited to share this knowledge, because now, what is the knowledge if you just simply keep it inside? You know, it's like unactualized potential. And for me, this Ground Zero Summit is a perfect platform, to give this game out to people, because man, y'all, like, we've been taught so many things that aren't true. You know, one of which being that we can't use our passion to change the world. Like, just like in the Bible, David used that slingshot to defeat Goliath. We all have different slingshots, you know what I mean? And the goal is to find your slingshot, and you can use your slingshot to defeat the Goliaths in this world, man. It's a lot of Goliaths: poverty, depression, anxiety, generational curses, man. But when you find your slingshot and you use it the right way, that's what's going to be your weapon, your tool to be able to, like, I'm using hip hop. I'm not just another rapper begging, listen to my music, please. I'll do anything to be heard. I am using hip hop. You heard me? I'm using the platform. I'm using the star power, the celebrity, the followers. I'm using it to institute a positive change in the world. My motto is be real, be righteous, be relevant. You know, it's not anything different. I don't sugarcoat it, and I'm still able to be successful. Most people be like, man, everybody told me coming up in New Orleans, bruh, you talented, dog. You could spit. You cool. The girls gonna like you. But they just ain't trying to hear that real stuff, bro. They ain't trying to hear that. And I proved everybody wrong. And I own my own label, so I'm independent. So I understand the power and the value of ownership, you know, because I understand what residual income looks like. And I understand how to go against the big wigs. I did sign a major label record deal. So I know what it's like to be an employee as well. And I can speak from both sides. I know what it's like. And that's why I'm here, bro. Ground Zero Summit, this is going to be a paradigm shifter, yo. This is going to be a game changer, believe that. And, you know, we got so many different personalities coming together, so many different life experiences. But me personally, y'all, I've been that teacher making $41,000 a year in the classroom. I've been that person who could have taken corporate America route, you know, but I didn't feel any purpose in that. You know, I went to school, I got a degree in marketing, you feel me? In business marketing. Could have went the corporate America route, but I saw no purpose in it. So I said, I'm gonna take the purpose route and be a teacher, but I'm not seeing much profit in this route. And then being able to infuse profit and purpose together, bro. Like, I'm so blessed. I know that I'm rare, and that's why I can't be selfish with this knowledge, bro. I'm out of debt, paid all my student loans off. I owe no record label any money, nothing like that. So I know what it's like to go to school and to have to pay Sally Mae back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did that though. I know the financial literacy principles that allow you to get out of debt. And at this point, I flipped the game to where now I'm able to teach that to people who are juniors and seniors in high school. And I travel around the country speaking to schools all over. You heard me? Pre-coronavirus, of course. But yeah, bro. You trying to show us your kitchen? Heard that. Okay, that's what's up. But yeah, but that's in a
Trying to
nutshell,
paste
man.
this. I'm trying to paste this, man. I'm gonna just say it while you on. I didn't want to cut you off, but since we talk about my kitchen, we can go ahead and say, listen, make sure you guys share this out with 10 people and comment done when you finish. I really want to get this information out to the masses, and honestly, it starts with you guys that's watching this right now. If everybody in here at least send it to 10 people, right? It's power in numbers. Nobody can do this by themselves. All this information, I'm not paying D1 for this. I'm not getting paid for this. Like we're literally putting a price on it because the people that pay attention. If we give you this information for free, then you're not going to take it serious. That's why we actually having $1 per speaker, because for you to get D1 to speak to you for $1, that's unheard of. For you to get me to speak to you for $1, that's unheard of, right? I charge $166 per minute for my consultations.
Wow.
People pay me that, right? Because I'm going to give them some real bars, and I'm actually going to talk a whole hour at the summit. All right. So I want you guys to see the value in this. And speaking of righteous, what is righteous? What? I really
real,
don't. Yeah, I don't really know because I never got my sweater. So, but go ahead. So what is it again?
Be real, be righteous, and be relevant.
Okay, cool. Because I don't know if that was relevant enough that I didn't get my sweater. You just ain't hear that part. But
hey, bro. Hey, hey, bro. Look, man. I really apologize, y'all. I can't. I can't say anything right now.
We're gonna leave it alone. All right. So this is the thing. Not only is D1 someone who figured out all the aspects of the everyday person, from getting a college education, getting a degree, becoming a teacher, becoming an artist who's not only an artist, but you're signed to a label as an artist, to owning his own record label, to owning his own masters, to being able to make a decision that I would no longer decide that I actually want to be a 9-to-5 person working 40 hours a week. I'm going to work 40 hours if I want to, in 2 months if I want to. It's entirely up to you. And the information that you guys are going to acquire in this Ground Zero Summit is all things that you can go do soon as you leave the summit and implement. That's real life things that could change your life. Everything that you've been through, D1, is amazing, right? And you're able to make real life decisions based off the previous experience that you're going through and being in the college debt and learning a bunch of outdated information. And the fact that you're saying that you went to college and you're not even literally going, and your profession is not even based on what you went to college for, but you still got to pay back Sally Mae, right? But that's over with because you handled that. All right. So now who else is in your shoes that been through what you're going through that's still paying Sally Mae? This is your time to learn information that you can get that debt off of. D1 could show you exactly how he did that. Right. Let's talk about a few things that you want to, just a few little, talking points of what you're going to talk about at the Ground Zero Summit.
Yes, sir. So number one, I'm going to talk about separating your wants from your needs, because when we talk about debt, we also have to talk about discipline, because every debt comes along with a certain level of how disciplined are we, because that level of discipline can help us decrease that debt. I know I'm speaking to somebody right now, because when I would look at my own debt, I would be like, man, there's some things that I paid for with these student loans that had nothing to do with my college education. Like I put Lamborghini doors on my whip. You heard me? With student loan money. And I was like, in hindsight, I'm like, bro, that was just a young, immature decision. And now I'm stuck with this debt for something that didn't even fund my education. And I understood that. Getting out of debt is actually easy, y'all. I can drop so many bars and will drop so many bars. Like, that stuff is so easy. I got out of my debt. And for me, it was a couple big decisions that I made. I can't wait to share this with y'all, because y'all gonna be like, wow, that doesn't mean you're gonna get out of debt in 2 weeks. It's gonna take time, but you will 100% be able to get out of debt. Like, the sun is shining. I see the light at the end of the tunnel for everybody in debt. But more than debt is profit, because I grew up in an era where money is glorified, like if it's a god, you know what I'm saying? And because of that, I was always taught that, well, hey, the love of money is the root of all evil. But at the same time, not having any money, I realized how that would create a lot of hardship in my life and a lot of people's lives. So I always wanted to master the art of how to make money, how to be a person that can legit make consistent profits in your life, but not have that be your God, because nothing can ever substitute the one and only true God. So because of that, I'm thankful and I'm blessed that I've learned how to run a business with integrity. You know what I'm saying? And to get to the point where people love patronizing your business. So you work for the people. Like I literally work for the people. There's no salary in being a rapper. So when you think about it, like, man, how do you sustain? There's no salary, there's no benefits, there's no retirement plan with being an entrepreneur. And that being said, I add more value to the people's lives than what I place as a price tag on any of my services. So people feel great about patronizing my business. I got a Patreon page right now to where people are like, yo, D, we're gonna patronize your Patreon page. We're gonna go there, and it's subscription based. Everybody that's on here, I probably got some people that's on there now. I give them exclusive content, and they just know. They know, like, man, D1 is gonna over deliver every time. I'm not no cocky dude, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and promise all this stuff that I don't, give value to. So that's what I understand the art of how to do that, to where it's like, dang, I don't even feel like I'm a money hungry shark, but people out here patronizing my business and all my products. And I realized there was an art to that. So now I have to share that with people, because everybody out here would love to be themselves, do what they're passionate about, and be like, dang, I'm comfortable when it comes to money, but money is not my God, because only God is my God. You hear me?
Well, thanks, man. Thanks for jumping in and dropping some bars, man. Definitely going to be at the Ground Zero Summit, giving back to the people, man. Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate
It's all love, my brother. Appreciate you, man.
And that sweater.
I got you. What size? What size? Though?
Nah, I've done told you that about 8 times, but small. Give me a small.
All right. I love you, boy.
All right, love you too, bro. All right, cool. So I'm gonna be back on. Okay. So I'm actually jumping off, but listen, everybody, look, M500 funny talking about twins. Everybody, listen, drop right here. That's the link. Go right now. We got the early bird special for today. All right, after today, and I end my last live today, which is my last live, is literally at 7 p.m. Eastern Pacific time zone. Once that time slot happens, the early bird price is gonna end. So I need you guys to jump in right now while you got the time and the energy and the effort to go right now to Bentley/the Ground Zero Summit. Go right now, go drop it. All right. If you guys are in, say you in. If you're working on it, say you're working on it. Right now, I want to see it in the comment box. I want to see everybody who's already done bought their ticket. I want to see everybody who already bought their ticket. If you guys are working on it, say you're working on it. If you in, say you in. I want to see everybody who already purchased their ticket. I want to give you guys some shout outs right now for investing in yourself. All right. I want to give a shout out to Treese. Congratulations. All right. Beauty Metrice. There's 2 Treeses. I hope I'm saying this right. Congratulations. You got the VIP. All right. Christina says she got the VIP. All right. Congratulations. All right. Who else we got? All right. Candace, congratulations.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, what's up? So listen, I know we're a little behind schedule on this. We might have to do a part 2 of this. So I got like 2 minutes because I got an interview I'm doing. So can you just drop some really good bars and just to intro this amazing person? Not only she's featured on every publication, she actually writes for all the best publications from Forbes to Business Insider, you name it, she writes it. She works with celebrities. She's a ghostwriter for celebrities. Some of the biggest books that you guys are probably reading right now, some of the books that's on your shelf. All right. She's a speaker at the Ground Zero Summit, and she's also a part of the Power Circle Mastermind organization. All right. So give them some bars, man. Give them something that they can take action on right now during this pandemic, and something that, you can inspire the people with.
Yeah, absolutely. So Okay, three quick things. So number one, I want to encourage people to, I think right now we live in a society that's obsessed with titles. I want to encourage people to spend time thinking about who you are beyond them. When publications are seeking stories, we want stories that are purpose driven. Right. Number two, I think that it's really important to also keep in mind that, you know, you have a story that needs to be shared with the world. Right. I think it's very important. Today, I was actually on the phone with Good Day LA, and I have a friend over there, and like, when it comes to media pitches, it's about building relationships. You don't need a fancy publicist. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars in retainers. Build relationships with gatekeepers. Like, it's easy to put, LinkedIn is probably the only platform where you can look people up by job title. So take the time to research and do that and create a short list for yourself. And the last thing I'll say really quickly is there are really great ways to find out these contacts besides LinkedIn. You can go to hunter.io. Hunter.io allows you to find any executive at any company and allows you to find their email. You can do an advanced search on Twitter, or you can sign up for Media Bistro, which also gives you the a list of publications and the appropriate editors.
And then if somebody wants to be like, build their brand up to be able to get on a Forbes or a Business Insider, what is some of the ways you see people getting to you that really works very well, or getting to other people to get them to write articles about them?
Your pitch cannot be ego driven. I can always tell when someone wants to use Forbes as a badge of honor. While I understand accomplishment and I understand how much money you've made, I want to know what problem you're solving in your audience's life. Right? You have a business that's solving a problem, and I want to know how you can help my reader. At the end of the day, publications want views, right? And we're going to get views if our audience keeps coming back because they're hungry for the insight and the actionable items that we provide as writers. So solve a problem that contributes to a greater conversation at an industry level, community level, or the world at large, and you're in.
Okay. Listen, I want to jump back on with you. Let's finish this thing. I'm going to do this quick interview. And then I'm going to message you, tell you, let's jump back on. Let's keep giving them some bars. All right? You look amazing.
All right, later.
Love the
Thank
hair.
you.
Love the makeup, everything.
Bye.
So round two. All right?
Got it.